Hey brothers, hope the day's going well. Um, Wanted to send a video in for my president campaign so that I can kind of give you a little bit of insight as to who I am as president and give you a little bit more specific insight of why we've done things the way that we have, how we're trying to move forward as a roundtable, what our expectations are of the club, what we had in mind kind of when we started it, and where we are, how we've gotten here, and where we want to go. The four people that remain that started the club are me, Rain Man, Irish, and Youngblood. Uh, there were 10 of us that started it, and when we started the club, me getting elected president was kind of a normal thing, just because I was one of the founding members, and when we sat down, a lot of the ideas came from me. I wrote the 13 trusts, wrote the bylaws. So I think me becoming president was just kind of a natural thing. So the reason that I wanted to open up the presidency for vote, and then essentially the vice presidency from Rain Man, that was his doing, because if I'm doing that, he wanted to do that. The reason that we wanted to do that was because I don't want this to be a club where any of us get into a position of power and just expect to stay there by nature of design. I don't want that to happen with me. I don't want that to happen with any president in the future. Um, and I know that even if I'm elected president again now, that's not something that's always going to stay that way, and it shouldn't. As president, kind of moving forward, I've worked really hard to surround myself with very passionate and very intelligent people. There's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot that I don't see. Just by nature of being president, that kind of carries a little bit of weight. And I don't see or hear a lot of things that, maybe the president should. So it's important to surround myself with people that are smarter than I am, that are more skilled at different things than I am. And I think that I've done a really good job with that. I think, putting Reaper as sergeant at arms, having Rain Man as a vice president, having Tango as an XO, Face as a lieutenant, Kilt as a recruiter. These are all very, very important positions on the roundtable, and I think that I've done a really good job of placing people into those roles. The roundtable's changed a little bit. A couple of Mondays ago, we had a little bit of a tough day. I think that it's important for the president to rise up to those moments and dig down and be there for those conversations, and I felt that I was. And it was a really hard day for me. But it was a really good day too, because that day specifically led to a lot of very important changes in the roundtable and our transparency. And I think that that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me having those conversations that day. And I'm not saying that any of that had to do with me positively. That wasn't me that brought those conversations forward, but I was there for them and I was listening to them. And that led to a lot of the changes that we made. And I think that they're really good changes. And I hope that you guys see that too. Moving forward as a president, the things that I want to do is continue to surround myself with the kind of people that have the good intentions of the club in mind and are able to put their talents forward. As we put people on the round table, what we're trying to do now is give them specific roles. We don't want people to be on the round table just for the sake of being on the round table. We want them to have a specific role so that they can come in and do their specific job, because, again, as I said, I need to surround people that know things about things that I don't know about. And, that is something that I think that I'm very good at, is delegating, assigning roles now. Before I didn't do that as much, just because, I didn't know what I needed for other people to do. But as the club continues to grow and evolve, it's very important that I align my vision as president with what you guys need. And I think that I'm doing that pretty well. One of the good things about us being a small club is that it's easy to make the changes that we need to make. We're not 20,000 members wide, and it's difficult to implement things in those times. But even as we grow, and we want to grow, and we're putting plans in place to kind of make that happen, but even as we do that, I think that it's important that the roundtable stay as connected as we are. I don't want us to be some group that is different from the base of the club, and I know you guys felt that way for a little while, and we're working to change that, because we want to be approachable. We want to bring you guys into the roundtable chats as things change, so that you can be there for us more, because part of me surrounding myself with good people, it doesn't stop at the round table. I need to bring you guys in and hear your vision and hear what you want and talk to you specifically. And on top of that, I think that I'm approachable. I've always said any of you can one-to-one me at any time, and it might take me a minute to get back to it because the roundtable chat and the president's chat is the most important chat for me to be really active in. But once I get that stuff out of the way, I'm able to kind of talk to you guys one-on-one, and I hope that I've done a really good job of that, especially considering everything that we have going on and having a 10-month-old baby. But I really love you guys, and I love leading you guys, and I take a lot of pride in wearing this patch right here, National President. It's something that I love and something that I want to continue to do. But if you guys decide that you want somebody else to do it, I'm okay with that too. Because I know that whoever takes over after me, whenever that is, whether it's now or later, whoever takes over is going to have a really good roundtable behind them. And, that's the legacy that I'll leave behind if it's my time to step down. But hopefully you guys think that I'm doing a good job. Hopefully you allow me to continue to do this job because I want to. I want to continue to surround myself with good people. I want to continue to recognize things in all of you that you want to bring forth with us. And I want to continue to grow. And I want to, have you guys help me do that. And I think that we're in a really good place. I think that we're going to continue to be in a good place. And I love you guys. And visors up.